I'm live. Okay. It says 3 people are watching? How is there already 3 people watching? I don't even know if I can check out my comments on here. Oh, can I? Wait. Live chat. Can I see? Oh, Rebecca's on here. Of course she is. This is exciting. I just saw that option on my phone when I went to record this, and I was like, I basically do this shit live anyway, so I don't edit or anything, so what's the fucking difference? Oh, it won't show me more than one at once? That sucks. Can I... None, top chat, live chat. Yeah, it just shows me one, like, so once you say something... Oh well, that's kind of lame. Boob Sweat. I know that name. Thank you. I love your videos. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go down my list here. I haven't read any of these questions yet. I have a feeling a lot of them are going to be like, what are your favorite underrated movies? So I guess, hello, Pat. I guess my first thing I want to say, and I think I've said this in many other videos, so I'm going to kind of be that asshole right now. I don't believe a film can be underrated or overrated. Like, a rating system to me just kind of is void of opinion. Like, that's the whole purpose of it. So like, if a ton of people love a movie, then it's not overrated, then it's properly rated. It's just you don't like it. So I always refer to it as underappreciated or overappreciated. But I'm never one to say something's overappreciated anyways, because I like when people like movies. I just don't like when they don't like movies because I think there's certain movies that get shit on way too much. But if everyone's loving a movie and I don't like it, I'm not going to be the dickhead who's like, meh, like that's lame and I wish you hated it. I'm not that way. Anyway, so that's a little quick thing on my whole like underrated, overrated thing. Anyways. So first one, and I'm just going from the newest first, which kind of sucks because there is no option to go. I guess I could start from the bottom. Oh, that would make sense. There we go. Now you're thinking, Jason. All right, so this should be the oldest one first. What movies, if any, actually gave you a fright? This is by Jillian Banks. Yeah, I don't really get scared by movies. I think we've all heard this by now enough. I'm just so desensitized at the time. And if I ever did get scared with them, I don't remember it, honestly. I think that I started watching them so young that by the time I started like having actual memories that I just wasn't getting scared anymore. So if I did as a kid, I don't remember. The film that messed with my mind the most, I've said this before, is Megan is Missing. There's just something about this scene. I'm not going to do spoilers if you haven't seen it, but there's this scene where it's something so realistic to me. Like, I am such a protector and I have daughters, and just that there's a scene in it where something happens and they reveal something in a barrel. And then like there's some pictures that come up on the screen, and I don't know what it was. I had like a full-blown panic attack just thinking my kids could be like that or something. And I was just like, I'm shutting down all the internet. They're never getting a phone. They're never getting anything. Like, my brain, I like had to walk outside and pace. I was like hyperventilating. Fucked me up. So that was the last one, really. Blair Witch Project. I saw the Blair Witch Project. It was funny. The Blair Witch Project is actually an interesting story because the Blair Witch Project was only released in 2 theaters initially. It was released at the Block of Orange, which is where I grew up. I grew up in Huntington Beach, so right side out of in Orange County, right outside the Block of Orange, and in somewhere in New York. And I was going to see like American Pie 1 or 2. I can't remember which one. And they had a like a little like sandwich board, and it had that that famous saying on it, like 3 documentary filmmakers went into the Burkittsville woods, like a year later their footage was found, this is their story or whatever, ... And I just thought because it was 2 locations, I actually thought like, oh, like they're actually releasing a real thing. This is pretty cool. And so like I went with my friends and we sat in there, and I was getting so nauseous. The shaky cam up on the big screen was way too much. Ashley, hey Ash, But yeah, seeing it on the big screen, I had to walk out of the theater twice, and I like paced the fucking movie because I was just like, oh, oh, I was gonna vomit. But then I came back in, and towards the end, especially at the very end when they died and they fell in the corner or whatever, and we see Mike in the corner, I was like, oh, this shit's fake. This shit's fake as fuck. And then it like blew up the next week, and then like everyone was talking about it, and you saw it on freaking, that MTV, Kurt Loder and all that, and like Conan O'Brien. I was like, oh my god, this is actually getting like recognition. Anyway, we're not even here to talk about Blair Witch, but I saw someone else say The Exorcist. That seems to scare the shit out of people. I don't believe in anything, so that doesn't really get to me. I only really get scared if I ever get any kind of nervous. It's from like, realistic things. My brain can't do the whole like, what I deem unreal. Not saying it is or it isn't. I'm just saying I personally can't do it. Can't believe there's 18 people in here. I thought I was going to have like one or two at best. All right, moving on. Jeff Floyd, congrats on the 3,000. Oh, that's not a question. God dang it. See, this is why you should proofread. Dalton Hendricks, favorite food and YouTuber. My favorite food. I can tell you that I love watermelon. I think everyone in Killer Flicks knows that by now. So that'll be my answer. I'm glad Ashley's having fun with that one. And my favorite YouTuber, this is kind of a toss-up. I love Good Bad Flicks. I've been watching him for years and years and years. But the one I watch the most often, and I watch on a daily basis, is Star Wars Explained. Alex over at Star Wars Explained. He's so fucking awesome. I can't help but love the dude. He just loves Star Wars so much, and he's really like one of the only places I can go for Star Wars now that isn't bitching about like The Last Jedi and how they ruined the franchise and all that. So it's nice that he hasn't fallen into that, because I would be so bummed if he ever did. All right, let's see. Sandra Delise, I don't know. So bad with these last names. What made you a horror buff? She says in depth. I've mentioned this before many times. I really I got into it as a kid, and it really was my only thing I had. I grew up in a very restrictive household, let's say that. I'm not going to get into my personal life too much. But my mom never really let me leave the house, and film was just all I had. And it was my bonding from my brothers and my family. Like, up until I stopped talking to my mom, the only thing we ever talked about was film, because that's like the only language we could speak to one another. Like, we all pretty much didn't like each other, but when it came to film, we could talk, and we could actually hold a conversation when it came to film. So that was that. I don't know. It always, and now I have that problem where I have a hard time relating to people who aren't horror people. I'm just like, I'm sorry, film people. Like, if they don't like film people, I'm always just like, I don't, what are we going to talk about? Like, and then we start talking, and I can talk like philosophically, and I can talk like deep and intimate, but I don't usually get there with people until I find common, similar interests in, film. So that's, I guess that's really mostly why I became such a film buff. I mean, as much as I know about horror is as much as I know about film. Like, I only really talk about horror on this, but if you notice, like, I break off and I kind of go on tangents of talking about comedies and action movies and Van Damme movies and this, and like, I love all genres. Comedy's probably my least favorite, just because there really is no plot to those fucking things, and unless they're like really rewatchable, they're just forgettable. Especially they're products of their time too, so they don't age well, especially when they're doing like a lot of common, like when they're doing a lot of pop culture references of that time. It doesn't work. I think Rebecca said her phone was dying. I couldn't read that one as it was. If you did, bye, Rebecca. Rebecca's at a horror con right now. She's having a fucking blast, and I'm sitting here at my house. So good for her. Let's see, what else? She asked some other things. Worst experience in the movie theater. Oh God, so many bad experiences in the movie theater. Honestly, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire was one of my worst. This guy came in with his trashy girlfriend like last minute. I talked about this on my theater etiquette video, and he was just like going up and down the theaters. He walked in like 2 minutes besides this before the movie started. And I was just like, I was watching this guy and he was just so pissed that there was no seats. And he kept trying to get seats from kids. And they were like, sorry, my dad's sitting here. He's out getting popcorn. And he was like, he was yelling at children on Harry Potter Day, opening night, getting there at the 7 o'clock, midnight showing, basically. No, that wasn't a midnight showing because they wouldn't have done that. That would have been the next day. I think that was Friday. That makes sense. I guess it was a Friday, but it was opening day. And he was like, you can't save seats. That's fucking gay. I'll never forget those words, verbatim what he said. And I was like, you just say that to a child? And Harry Potter? Like when she says, my dad's getting me popcorn? Ooh, I lost it on him, man. And I thought everyone was going to like applaud me for like telling him his, nope, I got dirty looks. No one wants you to get in there, so. All right, so what is my most prized possession besides my Michael Myers mask? I don't have that thing anymore, unfortunately, as you've seen, because I'm lying about that story, or so I've been fucking ridiculed for on a bunch of comments. Yeah, I made it up, sure, why not? First movie I watched in the theater. Did the last Saw disappoint me? No, it did not. I am a big Saw fan. I did a spoiler discussion on here. And you can check that out. I will do all 7 of the other Saws. I did a Jigsaw review on here. I did a full spoiler discussion. I will do the other 7 soon. Somebody's been on my ass about that like crazy. Okay, enough with the subscribers. All right. Movies your peeps banned in your childhood that drove you nuts. Oh, people in movies. My mother never had any problems with me watching anything. Yeah, good or bad parent, I don't know. You make that decision, but she never had anything I couldn't watch. Oh, that's not true. I remember something. They wouldn't let me watch Kids. Remember that damn movie, Kids? She just thought that was like, it was like NC-17, and she just was like, and there's kids fucking in it. And I sat behind the couch and I peeked out and I watched the whole damn thing, and they didn't know I was there. I snuck down the stairs and I laid behind the couch, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you're letting me watch. You took me to fucking Halloween 4 into the theaters. I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've seen this, I've seen that. But she is just like, no. Why do you think they canceled the Jason movie? I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. Jeepers Creepers. I didn't read that question, sorry. I tried to catch it. It doesn't stay on my screen. I gotta like keep this, I think I could keep this chat open. You watched that as a kid. So yeah, my mom never, except for Kids. That was the one. I don't know why. And I watched it, and I don't know. I just remember, I haven't seen the movie, I don't think, since. I just remember Casper fucking that girl at the end and being like, him getting AIDS and him being interviewed after and being like, fucking's my life. Maybe that's what happened to me. Maybe that's how it became my life. No, I'm just kidding. 3,000 subs. My request would be Soul Survivor in 1983. I have not seen that, I don't think. No. Congrats on Indie Flick Gym. Congrats on getting 2,500. Do you want there to be more sequels after the upcoming Halloween, or a one and done? It just depends. I mean, that really depends. Do I think they're going to stop after this one? Like, no matter what they say? How many final movies have we gotten? Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. Every damn one. Omen 3, the final conflict. It goes on and on. They even did it with The Final Destination. Final's in the title of the first one, but then they put like The Final Destination. And then we got a Final Destination 5. And I'm sure we'll get one eventually. So there's never gonna, they're not gonna stop. Like, they bought this property, they intend to make money off of it. Which movie do I want to see? More Halloween or none? Halloween, definitely. But I'm looking forward to the Nun. The Halloween, yeah. Do I want them to make a sequel? Sure, if it's great. And yeah, I mean, if they already kind of have that in there. Rise of Leslie Vernon is awesome. My buddy Travis Gillespie, that's like his favorite horror film. So you talk to him about that all damn day. So yeah, I'm absolutely open to it. I mean, have you seen my collection? You don't see it back here now, of course. This is my living room. That's only because I want to be able to look at my laptop, because I usually have to write them down by hand, but I got like over 100 questions here. So it's like I'm not writing these down by hand. I know they said they might be a sequel. Yeah, they'll make a sequel. I think that the Suspiria remake looks freaking awesome, and I've been a champion for it for years. I've always been on board with this project, especially once I saw that like Call Me by Your Name movie. I have full faith in the film, and Tom York scoring it, and the trailer looks awesome. It looks cool. But they're gonna make a Halloween. They're gonna make a Halloween 2 or 3. The timeline's so confusing. I know I just watched that like James Rolfe thing, but that is seriously, it's hilarious. Like part 3 is actually whatever, it goes on. It's funny, but they'll make a sequel. Absolutely. This movie is gonna make tons and tons of money. Alexandria Vaughn, another fellow YouTuber. What was your first tattoo? My first tattoo is this one on my leg, actually. I don't even know if I can get this in the damn camera. I like the Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. Right there, baby. Zero skateboards. Any skateboarders out there? Yeah, funny story. I wanted that tattoo when I was 14 years old, and my mom was like, no freaking way. And I was like, well, I want to get it as soon as I turn 16, because my brother, Greg, got his name tattooed on his arm when he was 16. But of course, rules don't seem to apply for him that applied for me. So she just told me like every week, because I kept asking her, I'm like, I'm getting that tattoo when I turn 18. And she's like, why don't you just let me get it now? And I honestly think, I don't know if I would have got it, but unless she was like that, but I just had to prove I was right. I'm the most stubborn son of a bitch. So for 4 years, I waited, and I finally, 18th birthday, I went straight over, and I got this damn tattoo, and I brought it home, and I was like, suck it, Mom. All right, let's see. What made you love horror? I already answered that. What's on my bucket list? We'll keep this to like film. I did I went out and I found all the filming locations. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. But I went to like the Myers house and the Nightmare on Elm Street house, and like I went to a ton of locations. You can find it. That's what I did for my 1,000 subscribers. I actually like drove out to California, did all this. For 2,500, I just sit in my fucking kitchen. So I'm getting lazy. But my like numero uno place for some reason to see is the lighthouse from The Fog. I don't know what it is about that location. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it for myself. So that's my bucket list horror location to see. I know that's not what you were asking, but I'm going to keep it to film. What do you love and hate about YouTube? I love you guys, truly. What do I hate? Some of you guys. Some of these comments. I just like, get a fucking life, dude. Congrats on 2,500. Thank you, Alexandria. You are awesome. Seriously. Are you a fan of Borderlands 2? I play a lot of video games, so in case you didn't know, definitely in my top 5 favorite video games of all time. Borderlands, I've only played one. Oh, look who it is. Amelia, right? That's how you say your name? Tokes? Yeah, Borderlands 2. I played the first one for like an hour. It seemed cool. I would definitely be open to the second one. Does it have a multiplayer? Because it's really the only reason I play video games much anymore. I just don't have time otherwise. I play with my brother from 10 to 12 every single night. So, yeah. Grew up skating every day. Nice zero tat. Oh, skateboarding. Yeah. I was going to say skating. I was a hockey player. I skated all the time. You went to the end of the lighthouse? God damn. Freaking lucky son of a bitch. Why didn't you take me? I do not play Call of Duty. Right now I'm playing Battlefield 1, and I am fucking god at that game. I really am fucking ridiculously good at it. What are your favorite tattoos? My favorite tattoo I have, if you guys have seen it, Oliver and Elliot. Those are my daughter's names. I actually kept that up. Am I going to review Hell Night? Yeah, eventually. I saved this spot on my body for my kid's name. I only intended to have one, but you know, life laughs at you when you tell it your plans. So, my memories of getting them. I can tell you one memory of getting a tattoo. I have been tattooed in a lot of different places. I remember when I went to go get a tattoo, I wanted them to tattoo my elbow. It's actually all faded off, but I did a whole circular halo thing here. And because everybody like gets this open because they're like, oh, it's so painful, you can't do it. And I was like, fuck that. I'm like, you're doing it. So like I did it. It's all worn off somehow. I don't know why. It was all tattooed around. So it kind of sucks that it does, because now it looks like I'm a pussy. I played the hell out of Battlefront, of course. I'm a Star Wars fanatic. But yeah, it's worn off. But this honestly didn't hurt at all. Like, it literally felt like someone was pressing. That's not me being tough. I'm not saying tattoos don't hurt. They fucking hurt. But for some reason, my elbow's like dead. He was pressing in, and I'm like, that's it? I don't feel anything. You see how my tattoo only goes to here? And there's this much wrist left? That's because I'm a pussy. I don't know what it was, but when he got into here, I felt like my whole fucking arm was on fire. I've watched tons of friends get tattoos on their wrist, and they sat there like nothing. Everybody's body's different. That's what it comes down to. I think whatever nerves that are supposed to be here in everybody else's body are here on me. Because if that's what they're talking about, if that's what the pain in the elbow feels like, fuck my life. Horrible. I was just like, I was literally, like, I was like blacking out, and I was like, dude, I can't do it. He had it all like outlined to here, and I was like, I can't take it anymore, dude, I'm sorry. And he was crazy because he's done all my tattoos, mostly of them, and he was just like, I can't believe it, you all right? And I was like, I can't do it. The pain is overwhelming. So yeah, that's my one tattoo story for you, is admitting that I'm a wimp. But I got tons of tattoos, and I sat through all those fine. I don't know what the hell happened. James Minix, congrats on 2,500. Thank you. VHS Queen, I know you. What are your favorite tattoos? Oh, that's that tattoo. I didn't give her a name. There you go. There's your name. All right. Maurice the Beast, another killer flickster. Yeah, he says he's gonna be my movie friend. All right, let's go. What celebs are you excited to see at Mad Monster? Yes, I'm going to be going to Mad Monster Party. I will be at the Horror Shows booth in July, and that's in Phoenix. If any of you live in Arizona or close and you can make it, come on out, man. Meet us all. That'll be super cool. I know Brad's coming. I know Maurice is coming. And a couple other people are coming, so I'm really excited about that. What snacks or drinks do you get yourself to go out to the movies? None, never. I am like the most boring human being when it comes to food. I don't eat shit. Like I'm not gonna. It's gonna sound like I'm fucking preaching or something here, so I'm not even gonna say what I do. But I'm so boring. You and Cecil, yeah, I'm sitting with Cecil Laird and Fuego, so I'll be at their booth. Heath who? I don't know who that is. I'm guessing that's a skater. Did I ever skate rails? Sure. Yes, I'm good with watermelon. Ashley, thank you for. I was actually going to point that out, but I was like, I don't want to draw too much more attention to that. People are going to think I'm seriously fucking those things. As a fan of the franchise, would you like there to be a new Jigsaw movie out every year, or to take a year or two between releases? I don't want them to do too many. Hey, what's up? That sounded so blasé, like, hey, what's up, loser? No, hey, what's up? I don't know. It's not something I need every single year by any means. I'm open to another one, for sure. I think the way they left it off, I don't want to see John Kramer in it anymore. We're just getting to that point where it's like, the dude has been dead since the third and fourth movie. Like, we need to move past his shit. My age, my height, and my favorite food. I already went over the food. I'm 36 and I'm 6'3". Do you have any pictures with your mask? Oh, maybe. I don't talk to my mother anymore. It would be at her house. We haven't spoken in many, many, many years, so. Yeah, maybe if I can get my brother Chris, he might be able to get me one. So Let me figure that. Let me figure out how to Photoshop me with a mask really quick. Did you know they're making it? Shut up, Teddy. You and that fucking Halloween joke. Saw 8 disappointed me. I'm sorry. Previous. Where's Dr. Gordon? He could be coming. I mean, if they were to make another one, I don't see why not. But I think he's done with the series, honestly. I'm not going to answer that question. We don't want to hear about my mom on here, trust me. Godzilla movies? Yeah, I really like the last one. With Gareth Edwards, because Elizabeth Olsen's in it. She's not in it enough. Congratulations. Thanks for the hours of entertainment. You are welcome. That was by AJC433. Shut up, Teddy. Just shut up, Teddy. I feel like freaking Crispin Glover. He thinks that's funny, what he's doing there. The Blonde Artist. If you could make any kind of movie, horror or not, what would it be? What would it be about? Well, funny you should ask, in case any of you are producers. Let's have a sit down and meet. I've written a ton of scripts. My favorite script of mine. Hey, there's Alexandria. I just answered some of your questions. You missed it. I have not seen The Incident in Ghostland. I did see you say it was a weird movie, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I thought you posted that somewhere. I have not, but I'm looking forward to it. I will check it out. I know it came out today, right? Yesterday, sorry. But it's not around me, of course. I live in a small town. There's never anything there. Unfollowed, unsubscribed. Fuck off. Good. Bye. This is going to turn into Unfriended 3. It'll be on here, I think. Yeah, I did a story about a bridge. I can't fully go into it, of course, but the gist of it is I'm really big into those movies where everybody's missing. Like everyone, I've talked about this extensively, but I'm really into the Where Is Everybody movies, like Phantoms or something, where everyone like comes to a town or wakes up and everyone's missing from town. I'm so fucking crazy into that. So I wrote a script. I would always wanted to write a script, and I was visiting San Diego, and I saw this huge bridge because I didn't know where to set the thing. And I saw this bridge, and I saw like death on either side. Like there's no way off except for this way or that way. And I was like, what if you were trapped on that thing? And like the fog had rolled in really heavily. Hell yeah, Langoliers. And Langoliers too. Pretty much. That's one too. Yeah, Langoliers. But yeah, you're caught on the bridge and he has to go this way or that way. And then these creatures in trench coats start appearing, whatever. So I love that script. I would obviously get way more into it, but I don't want to ramble on too much about it. But I am crazy about getting that script made. So one day I'm going to do it. One day. Yeah, right. We'll see. What are your favorite cars used in horror films? I always feel older cars work better in horror. Yeah, I saw that was directed by the Martyrs guy. My favorite Star Wars movie. I'm not answering that on here. I'll see like my 23 drop to like 5 right now. Favorite horror director, John Carpenter. Come on. Did The Thing and fucking Halloween. 2 greatest horror movies ever made. What the hell was I just saying? I don't even know. Somebody just asked me something. Marvel movies. Oh yeah, I've seen all of the MCU films opening night because I'm a fucking loser. Ginormous congrats, duder. I had something I was going off on and I totally forgot. Someone remind me? I don't know where I was going. I'm trying to answer every question right now and I'm losing myself. Very well deserved. Fuego gave me a big thank you, so thank you, Fuego. You are awesome. Oh, my cars. Thank you, Ashley. I mean, I think that's just like the more recognizable ones, like a Christine or something. But the Cuda from Phantasm or something is pretty kick-ass when you see it in the movie. You should send your scripts out. I have sent my scripts out. I've entered them into competitions. My favorite band, which is actually a question coming up here, is The Devil Makes Three from Santa Cruz, California. They've been my favorite band since I was 19 years old. Do you read books? Yes, I read tons of books, mostly Star Wars, and a ton of Stephen King. All right, Teddy Brown. Oh, fuck, Teddy. That's hilarious. You commented just as I was reading yours. Old number 7, you know what's up. You've been stalking me. There's no way you know about that band. They've actually gotten semi-popular now, which is fantastic. But the story of how I found that band is pretty terrible, to be completely honest. There was some affair going on or something. I'm not going to talk about that, though. Book collection video. Maybe. Yeah, it'd be cool. I kind of did that in my tour of the garage. You can check that out, my studio, my garage. Congrats, man. Teddy Brown. I don't even want to. Never mind. You unfriended me. I'm not even going to read your question. Yeah, Rockabilly is pretty cool. All right, fine. I'll read your damn question, Teddy. You fucking deserve PewDiePie numbers. So somebody who just says I deserve like the highest fucking subscriber number on here just told me he unfriended me. Well, how am I going to get to those numbers, Teddy, if you're fucking unsubscribing to me? I used to be really crazy into the NBA. I used to be. I was the most diehard Phoenix Suns fan ever. And you sure as shit know why I stopped. But I was crazy into that shit. Smallville. I used to watch that for Allison Mack, but that's a whole nother story now, huh? I used to have a crazy crush on her. There's a spider behind me. Ah! That was the fucking worst acting of all time. Is there really? Was there really? I wouldn't be shocked. I live in Arizona. I had a spider in here that was seriously like this big. Rebecca was here. Rebecca, I don't think she's on here anymore. Her fucking thing does. I played goalie. I played goalie mostly. But yeah, it was mostly, that's a long story, but yeah, I went out, my stepfather deserved, or fucking forced me to play. I never even wanted to play. That's a whole long story. Now let's not get into that. Michael Trapson, congrats, bro. Thank you, Michael. He's been such a fantastic supporter. Do I believe in aliens? I do believe in aliens. I just don't believe they visit us. I think we're fucking boring as shit. So yes, do I believe there's aliens on other planets, that there's life outside of this planet? Absolutely 1,000,000%. Spiders do suck and bite. Favorite Halloween sequel and why? I love Halloween 3 so goddamn much. But let's be honest, it's not really. No, I'm not a fucking flat earther. How dare you? I'm not a moron. Halloween 3 is it's not really one, but if I have to stick to the Meyer sequels, Halloween 4. I just adore Halloween 4. Yeah, look, this guy's trying to pick you up as a subscriber now because you're a free agent, Teddy. You can go off and you can subscribe to other people, okay? We're through. You and I, we're done. All right, let's see. That was Grindhouse Splatter, and he asked another question here. Slumber Party Massacre films or Sorority House Massacre films? When I was thumbing through these earlier, I actually thought that was possibly my favorite question in here because that's a tough one. Because I love Slumber Party Massacre 2. I fucking love that movie. That's my favorite weapon ever used in a film and one of my favorite killers. It is goofy as shit. I've seen it way too many times. I think it's hilarious. I think it's insane. I'm just a big fan of like, how did this film get made films? Like, when I watch Slumber Party Massacre 2, I just am baffled that somebody gave that film a budget and was like, go for it. And I'm just like, how did this happen? A lot of people were on drugs in the 80s. I think that's really all there is to it. But I love it. So I'm glad they exist, but how the hell? But, oh my God, Sorority House Massacre 2 and 3, Hard to Die. I did review all 3 of the Sorority House Massacres on here. I love 2 and 3. 1, I don't like. But Slumber Party Massacre, I'm a fan of. I love 2. And I like 1 and 3. So that's tough. That's a tough one. If I had to say, as a whole, I'll go with Sorority House Massacre. But individually, Slumber Party Massacre 2 is the best of the 6. All right, moving on. So, Rhyme Entlium, I don't know. Do I watch the WWE? No. I used to be crazy into the WWF when I was like 15. The Evil Tunes. Isn't that the one that freaking uh, VHS Queen, right? Isn't that the one you're always trying to get me to watch, or is that a different movie? I don't know. Anyways, I used to watch the WWF when I was a kid, when I was growing up. I um, I was really into freaking, oh, what the hell is his name? The Heartbreak Kid, freaking Shawn Michaels. I was crazy into that guy. And then The Rock was a big deal to me, and I still love the freaking Rock. Tales of them, The Dark Side. Yeah, I own all those. I've actually never seen an episode of Monsters. Can you believe that? Never. Crazy, right? That's one I'm going to have to review. It would be all completely brand new to me. But yeah, I own all 4 seasons of Tales from the Dark Side. It's okay. It's goodish. It's just the episodes, they're very cheap looking. So I'm not crazy. So anyway, let's see. WWE, yeah, no, I already answered that. What do you think is next for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Oh man, I don't know. That series is all over the goddamn place. That series is, I don't know. I love part 1, obviously. I love part 2. It took me a long time to warm up to 2. 3, I just did all 7 recently, and then I did the most recent 8th one like a couple months or 4 months ago. I did not like that one at all. But yeah, I love the first 2. The 3rd one I just rewatched. I rewatched all of them, which I pretty much didn't like at all. Next Generation is just comedic. Comedic is all hell to me. I think Matthew McConaughey is fucking awesome and nuts in that movie. The film is wild. That's another one of those how the hell did this get made kind of movies. And then I love the Jessica Biel one, and I should say like a hard like on the New Beginning, and then the 3D one's fucking awful. I'm sorry, I tried. And I watched Good Bad Flicks video on that, and I was like, all right, I'll give it another chance. I'll try to be open-minded on it. No way. Thank you for that. Congrats, buddy. All right, where the hell was I? So I don't know where the hell they're going next with this franchise. Jesus, I think it needs to stay. I think it needs to stay buried for a little while. Honestly, I think we need to wash some of this because we've had 2 terrible ones in a row. Honestly, for me, maybe other people liked them and that's cool for them, but I think the majority is agreeing that Texas Chainsaw Massacre has had some pretty terrible entries recently. And what do I think about the 2005 House of Wax? I like it a lot. I think it's a cool movie. I haven't seen it forever, but I remember enjoying the hell. Welcome to Texas, motherfucker. That line is so goddamn stupid. She's not from Texas, and she's saying it to someone from Texas. How stupid. Don't do your thing, cuz, to me. Don't you do it! I don't even want to see it across the goddamn screen. That line's so dumb. Madman Mars, yeah, I have Madman out in the garage on Blu-ray. I will get to that. All right. Katie Wu, she's been freaking such a great subscriber lately. She's been commenting on every damn video I got, so thank you, Katie. Congrats, thank you. If you could go back and rewrite and direct any horror flick, which one would you choose? And what would I change? This is why I should proofread, because I need to actually sit down and think about something like that. I'll tell you this. I really dislike the Friday the 13th remake. I know there's a lot of people out there that love it. Nothing wrong with that. Totally good deal. And I know that my idea personally, I've talked about this before, is not the most liked idea, but hey man, this is my own personal shit. But I want to see, I don't need to see an entire movie on it by any means, and I don't need to see a 50-minute thing on it either, like in Halloween. But I would like to have seen at least 5 or 10 minutes of some kind of bond between young Jason and his mom. Just something. just so we understand why she lost her mind and killed everybody. Just so we have any kind of inkling, because we've seen like 12 fucking movies now of either Pamela or Jason. Well, I guess 11 if you're not counting Friday the 13th Part 5. But you've seen so many of these iterations of Jason coming back and killing for his mom and all this stuff, and it's like we never even got to see like nothing. If you watch the first Friday the 13th, the fake out, like the killer, like the reveal of who the killer is, total fucking fake out. It's like, who the hell's this chick? Who the hell's Jason? What the hell is this? And then you're just like, you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know anything about Jason. Who the hell's Jason? And then when he comes into the next movie, you're like, I don't know really anything except for your mom was a nutcase. So I feel like I would have loved to have seen just an opening. Then we can get to the tits and the blood. Trust me, I would pack that shit on. There'd be tons of tits. There'd be tons of gore. There'd be tons of everything for people to love. They probably bitch about that too somehow. Everybody bitch about everything. But that's how I'd want it. Favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film? Come on, man. You haven't watched my channel? Nightmare on Elm Street 2, baby. Jesse. Grady. Greatest characters ever. Fucking, I love that movie. Shit on me all you want. All right, Stephen Kennedy. The guy I think I disagree with on the most on here, and I'm shocked that he watches my channel. Pretty much every single thing. He's just like, no. So we're always on the opposite. All right. Review these movies and to help you reach 3,000. Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Gremlins, Kevin Smith's movies. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. As you can see behind me, I'm a fan. I'm hesitant to do it because have you seen my reviews on like an hour and a half shitty movies that have like no plot? I talked for 40 fucking minutes. My review for the Lord of the Rings. Hey, Michael, I was just talking about you. I talked on your question here a minute ago. My reviews on a film like Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, or fucking Return of the King, it would be longer than the goddamn extended edition. I don't know, so I'm worried about trying to do something like that. Okay, what did I think about the original Sleepaway Camp? I love Sleepaway Camp 1, 2, and 3. And I'm definitely doing those. Number 2, I'm not going to ask you about George A. Romero movies in this post. Crap, I just did. The delete button isn't working. Romero films? I definitely think the most underappreciated Romero film is Martin. I don't think anyone nearly talks about that enough. Like, it's just such a great film and in my top 5 vampire movies. Now, that isn't an elite list or anything because vampires are not a subgenre I care for, honestly. But I love Martin. It's easily in my top 5. So there's my Romero talk. And of course, the original Night, Dawn, and Day. I watched Knight Riders not that long ago, like in the last 4 or 5 years, and I was not a fan. And that, didn't he do Bruiser, right? Did he do that one? That was him. Or was that him? Shit, now I'm blanking on that one. I've never watched Night Gallery. You mean the Twilight Zone, Rod Sterling Night Gallery? I haven't seen that. Who would you want to see cast as Angela in a Sleepaway Camp? I'm surprised that hasn't been done, but I think that we all know the reveal by this point, so like trying to redo that would be, I don't even think they do it now, because it would be like a little kid with a dick. Like, people would be way too offended by that shit. So, he did do Bruiser. Okay, that was awful. That was awful. I think a lot of people just need to stop making movies at some point in their career, because I think later on, certain directors, some other directors are fucking fantastic. Martin Scorsese still makes incredible movies, so I don't know. You gotta watch a movie called Banana, motherfucker. I'm actually just got asked to possibly work on a movie called like The Banana Slasher, so I think those are spiritual sequels or something. Have you ever thought about doing a live show? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Review Identity. I love that movie. I would love to review that, Michael. I will get to that. Survival of the Dead. I honestly don't remember Survival or Diary very well at all. I remember Land, and then of course the original three. Your top 5 books, I can't even think of that right now. That would be too tough. My favorite Stephen King novel, though, is Salem's Lot. And my favorite Star Wars book, which is, damn, that's hard. But my favorite Star Wars book, Fulci, yes, I will definitely get to him. Oh, God, Cat in the Brain. And no, don't get me on Fulci. My favorite Star Wars book is got to be Dark Disciple. I fucking love that movie, or that book. Quinlan Voss and Asajj Ventress. If you haven't read that book, never mind. Probably not a lot of Star Wars geeks in here. So, enjoy Courtney. Well, I can't, can I? No, I'm just kidding. Congrats. I pretty much watch all your videos. Thank you, Courtney. My question is, if you get the opportunity to star in a horror movie, what kind of character or archetype would I want to be? The sex-crazed lunatic, of course. I don't know. I mean, I think that's the role I would play, is that, like, you know, oversexed. Can you guys all hear me? I'm like rolling over my mic. Look at this crap. I need to update my shit. I need to get one of those like Roadie mounts. I have seen Odd Thomas. I have not read the books, but I love freaking now I'm blanking on his damn name, which is terrible. Anton Yelchin. I love that dude. Such a shame that he died. But I like that movie. That was a pretty cool movie. I only watched it once. It was on Netflix, but so I don't remember it super well. It just reminded me. The only thing I remember about it really all that well is it was very similar to The Frighteners. Let's see. My question. Oh yeah. Star in a movie. Yeah. So I would think that I would be. I guess comedic relief. I don't know. That would probably be what I would probably be best for. Just making a bunch of sexual jokes and then just getting like killed by like a dildo or something. Poetic justice. How would you see the movie Kroll if it were to be a horror movie by Blumhouse? Favorite food excluding watermelons. Amelia, you shithead. Is that fucking Kroll? Kroll is horror. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen Kroll in so long. Barely remember. I remember that damn freaking blade he has, that like ninja star knife thing that he throws. That thing's awesome, man. That thing, that's like a predator weapon. That thing's horror enough. So just give a killer that weapon and there you go. Matt the Collector, do you collect horror-related magazines? No. I was always too cheap to buy Fangoria. I'm probably the reason they went out of business. I would look at them in the stores, but they were always like $14 fucking. I was like, Jesus Christ. Yes, I've seen Chillerama. I fucking love Chillerama. I Was a Teenage Werebear. That shit is hilarious. I love that segment. Two of the girls from Scream Queens is in that, not the Emma Roberts and freaking Jamie Lee Curtis show, but there was a competition game show called Scream Queens, and a couple chicks on there were competing to be a Scream Queen in Saw 6 and 7. There was 2 seasons of it, and the director of the Teenage Werebear directed that episode, or he was on that show and he put them in there. So if you've never seen that show, it's pretty cool. Favorite toppings on pizza? I don't really eat pizza much. But if I was going to, I don't know. I'm a margarita pizza person. There you go. Why do I keep my collection in the garage? Because I have children and they took over my movie room because they needed a playroom. And they were like, Dad, get the fuck out in the garage. Oh, God, I wish that's what they said to me. It'd be way funnier. Cat. Oh, shit. Hey, Cat. It just says Cat here now, though. So I don't know if that, I think that is Cat. Cat Reinhard, but if it isn't, I don't know. Game system you are most proud and prized of. I have... Why are you vegan? Why are you a vegan? Why am I a vegan? Because I'm a pretentious douchebag who thinks he's better than everybody. No, I don't know. My own personal beliefs, man. My own personal beliefs. A game system, I used to collect video game stuff, But I lived with a guy, and um, not in a gay way. Nothing wrong with that, of course. But a buddy of mine, we lived together and we collect video games together. And when my kids were born, I moved out to move in with the mom and take care of them. And I just was like, dude, like we were super into it, and I was just like, I'm not gonna have any time anymore, like, because I knew that first couple years was just going to be, my life was just going to be them. And 5 years later, it's still just them. But yeah, I had to give them everything. So one of the funniest things that happened was this guy had a Sega Master System, and like five or six games in their cases, and he sold it to us for $15, all of it. And we had a 20. And we gave it to him. He's like, I don't have any change. And we are like, you can keep it. It's okay. What an idiot. I felt bad for like, I don't know, 2 seconds. But that was pretty damn cool. To find a Sega Master System, which had almost never been used. It was in like pristine condition with like 5 games for $15. Holy shit. That was incredible. All right. Best horror documentary. Okay. This is irrefutable because this is the greatest documentary that's ever been made in the history of ever. And if you haven't seen it, you're going to go buy a copy of it right now and enjoy your life. And that is An American Movie with Mark Borchardt. If you haven't seen that damn thing, holy shit. It's hilarious. It's this dude who wants to make a fucking horror movie, and this camera crew's following him around for like 2 years. Yes! Coven. Okay, Coven sounds too much like oven. It's so damn good. Oh my god. Mike Schank is like one of the funniest characters. He's not a character, he's a real person, but that dude's brain dead. If you haven't seen American Movie and you love horror movies and you love laughing and you love fucking life and you love enjoying it, you need to do yourself a favor and watch that movie because it's fucking hilarious. It's from like 1999, if my memory serves me correctly on that. He never made his movie though. Like, he's trying to make this movie called Northwestern, and you look on IMDb and he has a movie called Scare Me. And it's been in production for like 10 years, man. Why won't I turned into him there? He says man every 5 seconds. Come on, man. What you doing, man? Man. You gotta watch it, I'm telling you. Just take my word on that one. And is there a subscriber that I look forward to seeing in the comment section? Yeah, right. I'm gonna answer that question. I'm not singling anyone out and making, little like teacher's pet or some shit. Congrats on all your success. By the Evil Dead franchise. Yes, it's coming. I can't do them all, people. I do more content than almost anybody else, okay? I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. I sound like fucking Leo Gitz right now, okay? They fuck you with the drive-thru, okay? Yeah, Crazy Nut, that's you. There it is. I see you. But Crazy Nut, you're the one, okay? You're the one I look forward to. You, buddy, you. Just record that clip and then just play it back to yourself. Annabelle 3. Maybe. I liked Camp Creation, so I'd be open to it. I mean, I'll check it out. Look at me. I'd check out everything. With the increase of horror television, what 1980s horror movie franchise would you like to see turned into a TV show? 1980s horror show. I don't know. 80s? That would be. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I've talked about on here, though, that one thing I would love to see is The Purge. Like, I know they're doing that TV show, but I would love to see The Purge done like the show 24, where it's like 12 episodes is 12 hours of The Purge, and we see it in real time. That would kick fucking ass. They have got to do that. I hope that's the premise of the show. I want to see that shit in real time. Yeah, we're supposed to get a Chucky show. I'll believe it when I see it. So I'll watch the shit out of that. But we already pretty much got the one that I wanted, which is The Evil Dead, and it was fantastic. Favorite Halloween costume or the one I'm most proud of? Oh Jesus. I don't know. I was Wilfred one year. I was crazy into Wilfred for a bit. I love Elijah Wood and the American Wilfred. I don't know, it hit me in the right place. And that pissed me off though, because every time I tried to show someone that show, like every once in a while people would get it, but mostly people would be like, they'd be so transfixed on like, is he a dog or is he not a dog? I don't get it. And I'm like, oh God, please. Please just watch the show. It's like when I show people Mystery Science Theater 3000 and they're like, I don't like this because they're talking through the movie and I can't pay attention to the film. I'm like, oh my fucking God. You're trying to pay attention to Manos, The Hands of Fate right now? Are you fucking kidding me? No one has ever paid attention to that movie. You can't watch it without their damn commentary. That's the point. Anyway. But yeah, the Purge show. That's gonna be my answer. It's a fucking cheat answer, but The Evil Dead was already done. I'll try to come up with a better one. Fright Night 2. I do have it. I have it in. Do I? Wait, no. I think I'm mixing that up. Shit. No. Fright Night 2. No, I don't think I do. Shit. I think I have it on VHS. That might be what it is. Yeah, exactly. They need the commentary. Dead Alive. Yes, yes, yes. Brain Dead. Peter Jackson. Brain Dead is my favorite zombie movie of all time. It is fucking fantastic. Are you the first one lining up in the theater? Eli Roth? Everything Eli Roth? Is that supposed to be like a put down? Is that what that was? I couldn't read it quick enough, so maybe that's what that was. Sure, why not? As a fellow parent, what age did you start allowing? I'm breaking my kids in to horror. So we're starting with Are You Afraid of the Dark, which you can see I've been doing reviews for every individual episode because that was my shit when I was a kid. Thanksgiving, yes, please. If you're referring to the Thanksgiving faux trailer that Eli Roth was making, that should have been a full feature-length film, 1,000,000%. That should have been made. I don't know why the hell he didn't. But anyway, I don't let my kids watch horror movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, or anything like that. But I do. My daughter Oliver is crazy into the like horror stuff. So she likes like Monster House, and like every time Elliot goes to bed, she's always like, "Dad, once Elliot goes to bed, can I watch something scary?" It warms my damn heart. But yeah, we're watching Are You Afraid of the Dark right now because that was like essential. That was like a big deal for me. I was like, once they can watch Are You Afraid of the Dark, like I felt like the dude in fucking Mortal Kombat. It has begun. Like that's how I felt when I showed them that, and they were into it. I was like, yes. Halloween Town. They watched that once, but they didn't watch it with me. They watched it in their rooms. Sarah Bolser. Yes, Sarah. Hi. Congrats on 2,500. Thank you. We are really enjoying your movie reviews and your style. What is the most difficult movie? What is the most difficult to find movie that you own? Yeah, it shows you how much I read. No, I do. I promise I read. What is the most difficult to find movie that I own? You know, it's weird because even though I collect film and I'm all about like my collection, I don't pay attention to like what stuff's worth and what's rare. I can tell you I have the original 3 Halloween young adult books. Those things are rare as fuck now, and they're in pristine condition because I bought them brand new when they just came out when I was a kid. I was like 15 or something like that. And I have them out in the garage, and you can see like they sell them together for like $1,000 now or something insane. And I'm just like, I looked that up on eBay once. I don't even know. I think it came by when I was looking for Halloween stuff, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? I would never sell them, but I would never, like, even if I was to sell them, I would feel like a shithead, like making someone spend that much money on stuff. I just personally, I think that's kind of lame. I don't think that we should be selling things for that much money. I think it's taking advantage of people's geekdom So that's my own personal shit, though. So not necessarily horror, just any movie. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Movie-wise, I honestly don't know what I have out there. I'm sure there's stuff out there that's like crazy hard to find now, like my the Society Arrow release. I got this special limited edition one. I pre-ordered that thing. I have the Suspiria, you know, like the $70 one. I'm sure that's sold out now and is probably going for a bunch of shit now. But I had to have that one. But I don't buy them to value them later and be like, look what I have. I'm so cool. I own them because I love them and I don't put a price tag on them. They're mine. I don't think about that kind of stuff. I did all 4 critters on here a long time ago. What's my honest opinion of Rob Zombie's movies? I think that he has a very specific style. I love Return to Oz. Holy shit, Fairuza Balk. That movie's fucking fantastic. That Princess Mombi scene with all the heads. Dorothy Gale! That scene is fucking terrifying. Okay? That scene is terrifying for children. I love that movie, though. It's much more Oz than the Wizard of Oz movie. Way more like how it was originally written, like the way the Scarecrow looks and the Tin Man and all that stuff. I love that fucking movie. Okay, so anyway, God damn it, what was I talking about? Friday the 13th game. Yeah, I have it. I played it a little. The controls are pretty lame. Psycho Cop 1 is terrible. Psycho Cop Returns is fucking awesome. Okay? I want that damn Vinegar Syndrome release. I love that damn movie. So if you haven't, for some reason, watched the second Psycho Cop because you thought the first one was terrible, you were correct on the first one, but the second one is fantastic. So don't deprive yourself of Psycho Cop 2. But that is, yeah, Psycho Cop 1 is one of the most horrible. And I did review both of those on here, so you can go check out my reviews for those. I beat the shit out of Psycho Cop 1. Which I don't do a whole bunch, because I like a lot of lame-ass movies. So it's rare that I beat a movie up, but that movie's terrible. Damn it, I was going somewhere. Hi, I can't read your name. I'm not good with pronunciation. Death Wish movie. I dug it, for sure. You can see my review on here. I fully enjoyed it. But if you want to see the proper Death Wish movie, Death Wish 3, okay? When he goes straight fucking John Matrix commando on his ass. Killer Clowns. I love the T-Rex puppet, shadow puppet. That's my favorite scene in Killer Clowns. And he's making all the puppets and it's like, oh, and then he grabs him. Ernest Scared Stupid. Ernest fucking Scared Stupid. I did a Monster Monday review of that on here. Check it out. It's my favorite kids horror movie ever. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time. I gushed about that movie for like 30 minutes, so go ahead and Google it. I think that movie is incredible. It's hilarious. Miak! Yes, Teddy, thank you. Oh my God, it's so good. When a whirl, like you, places his hand on a tree like this, I call forth ye Trentor. But what are the odds of that happening? All right, big congrats. Enough with Ernest Scared Stupid. Okay, don't get me started on that damn movie. It's the mother's milk. Okay, no. Big congrats, thank you, like some others. I'd like to hear about your tattoos. I mean, my Chucky tattoo is definitely one of my favorites. My Leatherface, which that's the one from the remake. I'm flipping you guys off, as you can see. And then my Freddy. I've shown tattoos on here before, but yeah. And then my Michael. That was like my first portrait, my first horror. And then of course Jason back here. And then this is all just like piratey stuff, which was originally supposed to be like The Fog, but let's not talk about that debacle. And then oh my God, one of the worst tattoos ever. Can't even really do this, but I have such a bad tattoo. Don't ever let a guy who has a limp do your tattoos. Look at that. Isn't that terrible? No one ever even knows what the fuck it is. They're like, what is that? Some kind of wing? Oh God, it's so bad. It faded. It's so piss poor. My battery's going down to 20. Anyway. Oh, hey, Jillian. I missed your question. It was the first one I answered. Honest. So when you go and this is reloaded, you can see that. Yeah, that tattoo's fucking terrible. I know. Uh, but that guy was like shooting heroin into his toes. I was a young kid and it was dumb. Oh God. All right. Louis C. I love your reviews. I remember. Yes, I will get it covered up maybe one day. We'll see. I remember I was watching John Carpenter's filmography, discovered your blah blah blah. Perfect song for a horror movie that I've never seen used in a horror movie. God, I gotta think. I don't want to think. The ninja movies. I don't know what those are. Let's see. What movies? I don't know. Can you name some of the movies that they did? I don't know what those are. I'm sorry. But I do love kung fu movies. I do love like Jackie Chan movies. I'm crazy into Jackie Chan. The Three Ninjas, like Three Ninjas Strike Back, Three Ninjas fucking High Noon at Mega Mountain, like that shit? No, of course not. Director of Voorhees, hey buddy. Insidious Sinister crossover. Yeah, I'd be alright with that. Yeah, okay, I figured Ninja 3. Crazy enough, I've never seen Ninja 3. I know. Oh my god, blast me. It's like one of those ones that I've always missed out on. A perfect song? Fuck, man. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. My most anticipated movie in years that was a big disappointment. The Dark Tower. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Easy answer. The Dark Tower. Oh my god, I followed the production of that forever. Like every week. For like a decade. That movie was horrible. Oh my god. Anyway. Number 3. This is by Louis C. I already said that. Okay, a movie could be any genre that you consider a guilty pleasure. I don't have guilty pleasures. I don't feel guilty about shit. Movies that I get the most shit for liking in horror is Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. I love that movie. I get tons of shit for that. Bud the Chud 2. Those are 2 right there. There you go. There's 2 movies that I get tons of shit for. I think another question, I'll answer it now. It's up at the top. Maybe I'll just wait because then I want to get the name. Jesus, I think this has already been running. Oh my God, over an hour. I should have known that was going to happen. Okay, I need to speed it up. Let's do this. And a classic horror movie that is still on the that I haven't seen. A classic horror movie? Well, there you go. Ninja 3. Hey-oh, hey. All right, let's move on. She would love to hear my thoughts on Trick or Treat, Student Bodies, 3 o'clock high. Trick or Treat for sure. I'm waiting for Rock and Roll Week. In Killer Flicks, I'm trying to get Rock and Roll Week. It almost won this week. It was in second place, I think. Damn it. And I was excited because I was like excited to talk about Hard Rock Zombies and Black Roses and Rocktober Blood. And there's all these awesome freaking, Rock and Roll Nightmare. There's all these kick-ass blood tracks. There's so many kick-ass heavy metal or movies that have a ton of hard rock in them and metal bands and hair metal bands and stuff. So yeah, Trick or Treat. I'm waiting. I'm gonna do a whole week of rock and roll stuff like that. Yeah, Dark Tower. Oh God, I'm gonna throw up. All right, Rebecca Reinhard. I asked this question at get a Patreon. I'll get to it. I'm rich, okay? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not rich. Absolutely quick. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Eli Espinoza. Let's see, Jason. I'm very happy for you. Thank you. I keep blowing through that like I don't care, but I sure. Blood Rage of the Mutilator. Come on, man. That's fucking tough. Don't give me questions like that. That'll make my head explode. That's too tough. I don't know. That's so hard. I love them both so goddamn much. The Mutilator has some I don't know. Both? Is that a good question? I don't know. There's start. Patreon or you'll riot. Shit. Um, how do you manage to wake? Okay, I think I have this question a bunch. How do I manage to wake up and work and have energy for your girls and go to sleep so late each night because of the video games and the movies? Well, I do lots of cocaine, which you guys already know. No. I just lock my kids in the room and slip them pancakes under the door. Please, Mom, slip me another pancake under the door. I'll be good. What movie's that from, people? Okay? Please slip another pancake under the door. Anybody? Anybody got that one? No? It's Biodome, people. God, I love that damn movie. All right. How do I manage? I don't know. I really, I've never been a big Fallout person. I'd love to watch them, but fuck off, Boo Medea Holiday. The Boom Medea Halloween had great posters, though. I'll give it that. I love Pauly Shore. Yeah, I prioritize. I watch stuff at work, like in between clients. If you don't know, I'm a hairdresser. I watch stuff in between clients. While clients are processing, I watch like a Tales from the Crypt episode, or I watch like 20 minutes of movie and whatever. And then when I get home, my kids go to bed, and then I come out here at 8 o'clock, and from 8 to like 2, I watch movies and I review them. So I get everything done so that at 8 o'clock I can watch a movie and then review it as quick as I can so that I can get out here and play with my brother video games, people, from 10 to 12. And then at 12, I watch another movie and I review it. And then I go to bed. So that's how I do it. It's shit. And since I am a bachelor now, I have a lot more time, because once I get off of work, I don't have anything to do if my kids aren't here. So my kids aren't here 3 to 4 days a week. I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's why I've been able to sit here for 72 minutes now without any interruptions. The thing that sucks is that my phone is eventually going to die, and I can't plug it in because my mic's plugged in. Although I guess I could just plug it in and say screw the mic. I guess the mic will be. I might have to do that because I don't think I'm done yet. Second question: when are you planning to please me and review Sinister? I already did, and I linked it right there in your comments. So there you go. Ali? I don't know. AJ Watt. I think he's in here, right? Your camera quality is fine, thank you. It might improve, thank you. I'm just trying to get to your question. I did read this, so I answered it. I don't think he has a question, does he? No. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Okay, but I would love to watch you do a review of Cobra Kai. I loved Cobra Kai, man. Holy shit, was that show awesome. I watched all 10 episodes in one sitting. One sitting. Bloodbath and Beyond's a great channel. Ray Robinson, Retro Sax here. Jason, since you have changed things up a little bit, I have a suggestion for you. Okay, that's not a question. Hold on. I think that's... Did he ask a question? He just said, should I do a family-friendly Friday? Because I'm doing non-horror stuff now. No, I do not think I should do that. I do not. But I'm willing. I definitely want to talk about stuff. Like, I just saw The Incredibles 2. That movie's fucking great. I think I was looking forward to it more than my kids. You need a Patreon because I love it. Thank you, Johnny White. My question: do you have a good nostalgic story tied to a horror movie from when you were young? I basically already kind of told it. I've already kind of told the Halloween mask one. I mean, as much as some people think that's a lie, that's probably my favorite story. I mean, how could it not be? It's so damn cool. It's got to be my favorite. What is the type of genre you would want to review the most besides horror? Action, or like Yeah, I like action stuff because I'm looking forward so heavily. I'm gonna do this. I want to do Lethal Weapon. I want to do Die Hard. Like the fucking 4 lethal weapons we have, incredible. Die Hard's the first 3, fan fucking tastic, especially Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yeah, John Wick 1 and 2 are excellent. Arnold movies, I'm crazy into those. Stallone movies, the First Bloods, the Rambos, the freaking Rockies. He's done so many fantastic ones. Van Damme movies, I have so many fucking Van Damme movies I love, like Bloodsport and Kickboxer, and there's so many. So probably action would be my most, because drama, I don't know. I love dramas. There's plenty of dramas I love. Like I'd love to knock out like the Paul Thomas Anderson films, or I don't know what you would consider Quentin Tarantino stuff. That's like, I don't know. Those are Quentin Tarantino movies. He's almost his own genre. But I'd love to do his and stuff like that. But action, of all the genres, I think that would be the one I'd be most excited to talk about. And I will definitely do that. Rebecca Reinhardt, again, what is a movie that you love that people would never expect? I think at this point, if you've watched my freaking reviews and stuff enough, I don't think anyone would be surprised by a damn thing that I say or do. I have talked about pretty much every film. I have confessed my undying love for La La Land. So I think that people were probably fairly surprised about that. I don't know. I have seen Cargo and I reviewed it on here. But I think one that I don't know if this would surprise you or not, as I said, but a film that I love, and I've seen it like 15 times. Here you go. Here's one that might surprise you. I don't know. Titanic. Yep. I've seen that movie a ton, and I fucking love it. Anyway. Let's see here. Yes, I've seen Teeth. I don't understand why the movie Teeth is so like terrifying to people. Okay? I don't get that. Like, what's the difference between putting your penis in a vagina with teeth and putting your penis in a mouth with teeth? Like, every time you get a blowjob, you're basically living the fucking plot of Teeth, right? She could bite down, as I said before, like, try not raping people and she probably won't bite your dick off. So, yeah, I'm just like, wait, a vagina with teeth? You mean a mouth? Isn't that kind of like, don't we already put our penises there? Paz Nicholson, congrats Jason, onwards and upwards. My questions are, what is your favorite action film and why? Oh my God, my favorite action movie? Jesus Christ. I can tell you one of my favorite action movies that's come out recently in the last few years is Hardcore Henry. No one talks about that movie. And it's bad fucking ass. Okay? That movie is fucking kick ass. I saw that and was blown away by it. And I saw people put that on like their worst movies of the year list. What the fuck movie did they watch? That movie kicked ass so hard. Oh my God, that scene at the end when he's like running across the floating bodies and he's like fighting against like that fucking sorcerer type dude and he's throwing bodies at him, he's cutting people down. That movie's fucking incredible. What goddamn movie? Did they show like a different version of that? Was it like Softcore Henry? Because that would be... I think I've seen that one too. Raid 1 and 2. The fight scene at the end of the Raid 2 is the greatest fight scene I've ever watched. I saw that in theaters, man. I had to go see the Raid 2 opening night. I drove all the way, like 2 hours to go see that damn thing. Softcore Henry, yeah, we need that one. And that would be POV too, right? Isn't that how we do them now? Although I guess that would probably be Hardcore Henry if it was in POV. What is your favorite war film? Ooh, tough. Well, I mean, Lord of the Rings, right? Or Star Wars. There you go. No, I think you mean like actual, like on Earth, real war. Ooh, that's a tough one. One that I never hear anyone talk about that's excellent is We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson. That fucking film is fantastic. Black Hawk Down, I think I just saw that, is excellent as well. Hacksaw Ridge recently was excellent. Um, so a lot of those. I think one of those has got to be Black Hawk Down is damn good. Fury's pretty good. I like that. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Favorite comedy film? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. With these favorites. How many movies do I watch in a week? Oh, God. I don't know. A lot. Probably 2 a day, so like 14. Favorite comedy? Oh, my God. I don't know. There's a lot. The funniest recent movie that I've seen, the movie that killed me. Oh, Loaded Weapon is great. Do you have taupe? No, we have beef jerky. Oh, Loaded Weapon, so good. Stop distracting me. One of the funniest fucking movies of recent memory, the movie that I was like crying in the theater, I was laughing so goddamn hard, was The Nice Guys. Oh my God, did I love that movie so damn much. Wow, I loved that movie. What do I eat when I'm watching? Everything. I make like full meals for mood because I eat while I watch films. Yes, I've seen House of the Dead. Holy shit, that movie's awful. I've never seen Brad Grandpa. Wait, did I? I might have actually watched it. Holy shit. I love Jackass, though. I was a big fan of Jackass back in the day. I'm not sure if I watched back. No, I think I did. Yeah, because he does like the kids ride out thing and it puts them through the window. Yeah, no, I did see it. But yeah, Nice Guys. That's my favorite recent comedy. Oh, the I'm falling asleep while driving fucking line, and he looks over, and there's like a deer in the back seat. Oh my God, dude, that movie murdered me. I was like crying in the theater. Probably the hardest I ever laughed in the theater though was at Bruno. Okay, I fucking died watching Bruno because I live in a really like sensitive ass town where like everyone's offended by every fucking thing. And there was like a bunch of people in the theater, and it was just you could actually hear people cringing. They were cringing so hard, and I was like the only person in the theater. Like when he puts the champagne bottle in his boyfriend's ass and he pours him into it, and then he's like slingshotting him onto his dick. If you guys haven't seen Bruno, man, and you have a sense of humor, you gotta get on it. That movie was fantastic. Anyways, all right, Drewski McGillicuddy. Fantastic. Yes, Cyborg. I'll review Cyborg 2 with Angelina Jolie. There you go. Clifford 94. Oh, Jesus. God. Trying to remember. I had a line from that I used to love. I really liked that movie. The damn like dino park that he's trying to get to, right? It's been so Martin Short. It's been so damn long since I've seen that movie. But there's one line in that movie that kills me. I'm going to have to remember what it was. Are there any popular horror movies that I can't stand or hate? Rosemary's Baby. Everybody knows that by now. I've tried 3 times. I don't understand. It is so goddamn boring. But nothing against. I will never say it's not a fucking master or like it's a classic. It is a classic. It absolutely is. But I just can't stand it. What are some of the most watched movies of all time? Halloween is my most viewed film for sure. Does it mean they're the best movies or just ones that you watched the most? Well, Halloween's my favorite film, so yeah, because I liked it the most. But I've talked about it so many times. Like I did a whole review of like movies that shaped my childhood with like Just One of the Guys and The Heavenly Kid and Summer School and all that. So I didn't like The Hills Have Eyes either, but I love the remake. For me, it would be like Suburban Commando. Yeah, I know you've talked extensively about that, Andrew. Congrats, Jason. Do you plan on revealing Hell Night? Yes. Fulci's Gates of Hell trilogy. Yeah, absolutely. The Beyond is my favorite Fulci film. That film is fantastic. A close second would be Cat in the Brain. That was a burp. There you go. Real class act here. Drewski McGillicuddy. How big is it really? I'm guessing you're talking about my movie collection. I haven't actually counted, so fucking Drewski. Um, Hellbent. What type of music do you listen to? That I get caught like I secretly dance to when no one's watching. Um, I'm really into the La La Land soundtrack right now, so you guys know how much I love that damn movie. So I listen to that a lot. But soundtrack that I listen to was Hedwig and the Angry Inch, Origin of Love. I'll sing that shit at the top of my lungs. I love it. I noticed your Back to the Future collection. The first Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. What do I think about the trilogy? Will I review it? Yeah, sure. I'd love to review it. I like all three. They're great movies. They're so super fun. That was the first movie I ever saw with like a MCU kind of ending, where like I was in the theater and it showed a trailer for the third one, and it was like coming soon, and I was like, what? Like they're making like they've already made it, and we're playing. Like I'd never seen anything like that before. It blew my damn mind. I'm down to 10%. Better hurry up or plug this thing in. You're gonna lose my audio if I have to unplug it and plug my thing in. So let's see. Thanks for all the content. Thank you. That was Brad McTaggart. Yeah, Back to the Future. Absolutely. I have a whole little skit about Back to the Future, but people would probably think I was fucked in the head. Although I think they already think I am. So hopefully you've had a chance to watch Happy Birthday to Me with the correct soundtrack, Ray Robinson. I have not. I apologize. I actually do like a Serbian film a lot, so blast me for that. I thought it was a really well-made film, but I'm dead inside, so I didn't really care about all the controversial stuff. Don't ever do horror in boxing. Oh, an unboxing? Don't ever do one? Okay, I've already done a bunch, so I guess I'll delete them. Q&A, do you watch The Walking Dead? Yes, I do. Thoughts on the series? I think the series would be much better suited if they cut the episode count in half. They have to do too many filler episodes. That's the biggest problem with the show. I think the show would still be very good if they wouldn't constantly try to make 16 episodes. Like they need to do like a BBC type of thing where they're doing like 3 hour-and-a-half long episodes. How do I keep my hair so slick? I'm a hairdresser, man. This is Moose. This is Kenra. I can give you the whole details if you want. But anyways, yeah, I just think that they do too many episodes. Although I usually like some of the filler episodes, so I'm not opposed to them. I just think that they try to stretch things way longer than necessary. I'm not a boxing fan. Sorry, I'm not into like real life violence at all. So that's my thoughts on The Walking Dead. It's fine. It up and down, up and down. Sorority House Massacre 1 is a boring ass slasher. I did a review for that on here, so check it out. So that was Dylan Scott. Gargano A. Let's see. I got 2 random questions. Are there any films you watch annually or specific? Yes, I watch Halloween every Halloween. I know. I'm really fucking original there. And I think there's some other ones, but I'm spacing them. What are your favorite snacks? we've already kind of went over this. Jack Palace. Congrats. Thank you. Question number 1 about Halloween. Do you think that the different time and plot lines and alternate realities hurt the series or as a whole or make it more interesting? I think it's just kind of them admitting they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, we have so many different timelines at this point. I think it's just like shows how almost incompetent the people in charge are. Like, we just can't get this shit straight. So we're just going to continue to keep going back to the original. Because that's basically what they're doing. Like, everyone just kind of, goes back to the original for 1 and 2. Or this one even ignores 2. But, like, all of these re-things are just like, all right, we're going to go back to the original. We're just going to go back to the original. We're just going to go back to the original. It's like, I just don't think they know what the hell to do with him. But I think Halloween 4 is fantastic, so I don't know. That's a tough one. Let's see. Question 2. Is there a movie that you think really needs or deserves a sequel? The Burning. Where the hell's my Burning? I do watch all the CW shows. The Flash is my favorite of the 4. I love the anthology thing. I really wish that would have worked. Human Centipede series. I don't know if I'm reviewing that one. Not because I'm grossed out by it, just because the first one is so stupid. Maybe, we'll see. Favorite Aussie horror movie? Wolf Creek 2. Movie's fucking awesome. I've never seen the Garbage Pail Kids movie, but I used to collect the cards all the time. Isn't that crazy? I know. There are movies I haven't seen, people. What are some of your favorite bands? Babel Makes 3. I've answered this. Underrated, fun 80s horror movie. Blood Rage or The Mutilator was brought up earlier, so I'll say that. Team Johnny or Team Daniel for Cobra Kai? You know, that's funny because, like, I was more on Johnny's side of things. I was more on William Zabka's side. I was just like, I feel like they made him such a sympathetic character. But I had to say, like, towards the end, I was like, conflicted as shit. But then I don't want to give spoilers, so I'll keep that off. But I was like, the only thing I was kind of like, I don't know, the way they took this kid in it, I was like, that's a little convenient for the story. But yeah, anyway. Congrats, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. This is Thelonious Capricorni or something. Are you a fan of the Resident Evil video games? Which is your favorite? Absolutely. The second one, sorry, was mind-blowing when it came out. Holy shit. Yeah, Blood Drive is a cool show. That freaking game, Resident Evil 2, like that came out around the same time as Metal Gear Solid. Wow. Holy shit. If you haven't seen Wolf Creek TV series, it's ran 2 seasons. Pretty cool show. Resident Evil 2 blew my fucking mind. But the Resident Evil 7 game is incredible. I never really got into the Silent Hill games. I tried Downpour or whatever. Downpour, right? Yeah, something like that. I wasn't crazy into it for some reason. But I'm willing to give another one a chance. I really wish they could have got that one made, that one they did the little teaser thing for. But yeah, I don't know. What are your picks for the 3 worst Halloween movie installments? Halloween H2O, which you all know I fucking hate, and Resurrection, and Halloween 5. That's simple. Those are the only ones I don't like. When I first got my PlayStation. Damn it, Robbie, I missed it. It only stays on my screen for a second. I know they're remastering 2, Resident Evil 2. How fantastic is that? Favorite year of horror? I've answered this before, but I can't remember because I looked up all the stuff. I think 81, though. I think you might be right on that. That might be right. Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. That's The Burning. There's a lot of great stuff in 81. Yeah, I'd have to look it back in. So I think my battery's going to run out, so I better hurry the hell up. Oh, I love Orca. I've never seen Grizzly. Yeah. Favorite Scooby-Doo episode? Oh, shit. I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever. Best zombie movie, Brain Dead by Peter Jackson. Favorite tattoo artist? I don't have one, but the guy who did my Chucky tattoo. There you go. He only did one of my first 2 Silent Hill games. I'll check them out. Favorite band, most underrated film, I've done that. Favorite guilty pleasure, I've already done that. And that's it, people. We're through them. That's all the questions that were in here. And I answered like, what, another 100? My favorite Tales from the Crypt episode so far, if you haven't been seeing, I've been reviewing every one of them. I know I saw that they did a Supernatural Scooby-Doo crossover. But my favorite Tales from the Crypt episode so far Ooh, I really like The People Who Lived in Brass Hearses so much because I've been rewatching 1 through 5. Like so far, I've watched season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 episodes into season 5. I've seen them all before, but I don't remember all of them. But I'm reviewing each individual one on here. But the one with Lance Henriksen, the card player one, um, like oh, whatever the hell that one's called. That's a damn good contender right there. Um, Split Personality with Joe Pesci is really damn good. I'm doing a thing with Fuego on the horror show. We're gonna do a revisit, and I'm sure both of us are gonna give our top 5. So by the time I finish season 7 and I've done them all, I will have a top 5 like waiting and ready. But if you guys want to answer or ask a couple more questions before I go, I need to eat. And my fucking phone's going to die any second. And I don't want it to die because I think that if it dies, oh shit. I'm like Ivan Drago right now. I should be like, if you die, he dies. But I'm not like that. Actually, hold on. 1 second. I'm scared. We're gonna lose the mic if you can't hear me. We're gonna lose my mic, so I don't know how much better you can hear me. Is the audio all that different? Can you hear me? Is it? No. Can you hear, guys, or no? Shit, I unplugged the mic, so I don't know. Oh, you can't hear. Okay. Does it sound all that much different? Anyways, I had to unplug my mic because I want to plug in because I think that if this was to, cut out, I don't think it would post, right? I don't know how that works, so I got really nervous. That's what I wasn't gonna post, and I want people to do it. But anyways, so yeah, it's the mic on the camera, so it's gonna be a little bad, but a little worse. So, but anyways, any other questions, real quick, before I go? Because I need to eat and I need to get some shit done. But hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, I'm a fan of H2O, sure, absolutely. I love fucking Scream Halloween version. Damn. Awesome. Thanks for putting out the cool content. Thank you, Jillian. Night Flyer. Oh, I love the Night Flyer. I didn't see what you said, but I'm going to look through these things at the end. See to Chucky. I have already watched half of it. I will watch the other half as soon as I get off of here. So yes, See to Chucky is next. What's the next series you're exploring? I should do a live show once a month. I might. Next series. Shit, I don't know. Maybe I should do like a poll on killer flicks. Maybe I should do that. Like an Evil Dead, a Saw, something big for sure. So we'll see. Yeah, dude. Thank you guys, whoever checked this out. I saw 25 people were in here. I got all the way up to like 32. I honestly thought, ooh, next Slasher Sunday pick. This is actually a good question. What do you guys think about this? I love the movie Blood Diner like crazy. It's a fucking favorite of mine, one of my favorite horror comedies ever. And I can never figure out if I should do it for Slasher Sunday or Monster Monday, because you have Sheetar in it, which is a monster, and that's what they're trying to get to, but they're slashing people, like they're killing people throughout the movie. So what would you consider that? Is that a monster movie or is it a slasher movie? It really kind of works for either. So I want to do Blood Diner for one. So I'm going to do Blood Diner this week. But Slasher Sunday or Monster Monday? That's going to be the question here. Yeah. So, ooh, I'm getting hungry, guys. So, anyways, thank you guys. I definitely want to do this again. I don't even know how to end this fucking thing without deleting it. Let's see. Do I press here? Oh, share. Okay, there it is. I think that's how I do it. So, thank you everyone for who was in here and asking questions and putting up with my bullshit. Yeah, 1 a.m. It is 8:43 here in Arizona, so it's pretty early still.
I got a little time to get Seed of Chucky done and review it right before I have to play Battlefield with my brother. My next TV show, I think my next TV show will probably be like, I don't know. That's a good question because I want to continue to keep doing this as a thing, just like an episode here and there, and always have a TV show going on. Maybe Ash versus the Evil Dead, because I want to do all the Evil Deads, and of course I want to do Ash versus the Evil Dead. Oh yeah. Courtney, you asked me if I like the X Files. Fuck yeah, I love the X Files. The only problem with the X Files is that it's like 200 and some episodes at this point. I would be doing this till a year from now at least. It would be, and they're like 45 minutes each. But yeah, X Files. Holy shit, I love the X Files. I've watched the hell out of that. So yeah, I don't know about that one. Supernatural is kind of the same way. It's like, yeah, I'd like to, but there's like 300 episodes. But anyways, all right, guys. Lars Van Tier. I've seen Antichrist. Oh, the Hannibal show is fucking fantastic. The best, like, the best freaking set pieces I've ever watched. That like those the totem and all, like that was like, I loved all of the show honestly, but like seeing how they were gonna display the fucking kills in each episode was like what I looked forward to, because it was like art. It was so fantastic, so beautiful. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. All right, so thank you for checking this out. 100 minutes, holy shit. All right, best horror with the worst acting. No, I'm not answering it, but that's a great movie. Hey, fucking, there you are, Zach, son of a bitch. Hey, Zach. Hey, AJ, bye, guys. All right, I'm gonna share this. I think that'll end the video. I'm new to this one, so we'll see. All right, later, guys. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, that's share like this. Shit, I don't know how to end this. Fucking A. I guess I just hit X. I hope that doesn't get rid of the thing. All right, bye, guys.